What is going on, guys? This is Earpugs, and this video is the start of a brand new series where I will be covering a ton of different arena compositions for 2s and 3s. I will also be explaining what the team will be trying to do in order to win, as well as covering what you need to do in order to beat them. So without further ado, the first 2s comp that I'm going to be covering is Shadow Priest Rogue. This comp has one of the strongest openers in the game, thanks to sap and a bunch of CC along with an unhealable amount of burst damage. The strengths that this team has are huge spike damage, good survivability, lots of crowd control, and the ability to reset many times. The weaknesses of this team is that they are very reliant on getting a good opener. They also require setup to land a kill usually with a stun, and are extremely cooldown dependent. If you are able to stop their momentum in the opener, this comp can very quickly fall apart. Let's start off first with an example game of me losing to a Shadow Priest Rogue, explaining what goes wrong. SPR. It is extremely important for the Shadow Priest Rogue to get a strong opener, since that pressure is going to be driving them for the rest of the game. Their ideal opener is sapping whoever they aren't going to kill and demolishing the other target. Try to avoid getting sapped if you have the means to do so.
Where is he? I'm gonna go
Is it crossing to me? Crossing left, coming close to me in the open, on pillar now. He's on top of me now. I can't will, so it's all. The Shadow Priest made their way to me, dispelled my shield, got a double fear, and the rogue opened on me. This is about as good of an opener as they can get. It is now up to my mage to completely stop their go, otherwise my death is guaranteed. I PS the dance when I can. My mage deeped the rogue and counterspelled the priest's vampiric touch, completely stopping their opener. He was in the middle of casting a polymorph on the priest out of that counterspell, which would have locked both of them down, allowing me to get away. However, the rogue saw this and tricketed the deep freeze to blind the polymorph cast. At this point I should fear the priest, seeing as that will be the only way to control them. I do not do that, however, because I am being greedy and trying to dispel the fear ward for a double fear. This is a huge misplay on my part.
Trinket blinds me.
Yep.
I'll try to get ward on rogue in a second.
Yeah, if you can. Burning. A helpful tip for Shadow Priest Rogue is that they will always be trying to kill the target that has the dots on them. As you can see, I have Shadow Word Pain, Devouring Plague, and even Vampiric Touch on me. So this is a perfect opportunity for the rogue to open on me, since they are going to get maximum value out of those dots. Psychic Horror on me. Rogue opens me. If I had feared the priest here, then it would have forced their trinket, seeing as they have to dispel their rogue out of the polymorph, and also allowing us to now polymorph the priest with no trinket. Since I don't fear here, the priest is now free to do as they wish, and the rogue will be dispelled, guaranteeing my death. Okay, nice. I willed, I'm so grief,
Dude, I just cannot get this ward to see.
Since I was never able to get the priest's trinket because I didn't fear, they never lost their momentum, and we were never able to recover. Let's now look at a game where Shadow Priest Rogue loses because I am actually able to recover after their first opener.
I'll let you go in and get some bad.
Sure.
I'm gonna go the other way, okay?
Yep, it's fine. He's gonna sap me and claim me, it's not...
Yeah. ASAP. No,
Oh no, we're chilling. Burning him.
Don't get open on top because I can feel for you.
I jumped it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just following him, so...
He wasted his whole mana bar, by the way.
Yeah.
A very important thing to be aware of when fighting this comp is that they are always going to be trying to force a trinket while saving their blind. They do this because if you or your teammate trinkets, they are going to blind that person into a sap while they kill the other target. So it's very important that you hold your trinket at all costs versus this comp. However, in this specific scenario, if my rogue was to sit the 10-second sap, they would resap him for 5 seconds, which would give them 15 seconds uninterrupted to kill me, which they absolutely would. So this forces my rogue to trinket here, even though they will be instantly blinding him the first chance that they get. Yeah, I'll PS you.
Nice.
You trinket. Okay, he trinkets. This is kind of grief all around. I dropped the VT, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he's chasing me. He VT, what? Yes. My rogue trinkets the blind and blinds their priest, so that way he can't cast into me. However, their priest trinkets and chases me because I am full clean, and they know that my rogue has no trinket, so they should be able to kill me in one shot after they blind my rogue. Yeah.
Nicely.
Yes. Their rogue trinkets and instantly blinds my rogue, now making it a 1v2 for the next 20 seconds since they are going to be sapping my rogue off of that blind. This forces me to trinket this kidney shot and fear while hoping it runs their rogue away from me so I can get away. So should happen. Do that.
Nice here.
I had to do that or else we lose.
Yeah, line. He's gonna sap me, okay?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can die. Cause
Maybe like vanish.
he should just kill me to be honest, but... I managed to run away so I could line of sight their priest, allowing me to try and survive the 20 seconds where my rogue is in CCs. Since their rogue trinketed, he is guaranteed to die if we can connect on him, so I now need to survive the rest of this sap and then come into my own rogue's line of sight so he can kill their rogue.
I'm gonna get feared, but like.
Yeah, I can't even help you at all, so... Try to get you. Got it. Okay, I'm dead now, Bob. Just save me. I survived their damage and my rogue is now free. This is the exact time that you should be pressuring the Shadow Priest rogue because they have already used their cooldowns and now need to reset. If you are able to catch the rogue or Shadow Priest in this moment and not let them reset after their first go, your victory is almost guaranteed. If you kill rogue, it's over. I fiended him. Okay, Vance. He bushes me and then I'm dead.
Look at that.
Yep. I'll fear him out. Okay, nice job. Well played. Always be aware that the Shadow Priest rogue is constantly looking for a target that they can stun and send a bunch of damage into. The rogue will be looking to leave combat and going back into stealth constantly. It is absolutely essential that you stop the rogue from going back into stealth, because every time that they get a re-stealth, they can now look for saps if someone drops combat, and of course reopen on you or your teammate with a ton of damage and stuns. Another very important thing to be aware of is what the Shadow Priest is casting at all times. If you see them casting heals, then you need to be pressuring them because they are trying to recover, and if you see them casting damage, then you need to be very careful of your positioning. Like in this clip, for example, I am trying to keep the rogue in combat by chasing him down, however, the Shadow Priest just started casting Vampiric Touch on me, which indicates that they are about to try and kill me, so if I push in further, I can potentially die. This comp can randomly kill you every time that they have a kidney shot back up, so you need to be very aware of who the Shadow Priest is targeting. Shadow Priest Rogue is one of the scariest comps in the game when played correctly, and sometimes can feel impossible to beat. Stopping their damage when they use their cooldowns and never letting them reset are the two essential pillars that will help you beat this team consistently. This is my first episode of a brand new series where I am going to be covering a bunch of different arena compositions from 2s and 3s. I will also be doing a bunch of beginner's guides and content that goes all the way from 0 rating to the very top. Liking the video helps me out immensely. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.